Okay, here with John Bloss. This is a little bit of an extra because Purdue made a strategic move here. If anybody noticed on the results blog that I posted in the video, Purdue was at 0.266
teraflops,
which is not a strong score.
No.
When most people are above a teraflop.
Yeah.
But it wasn't incompetence, it's strategy. What are you trying to do? What are you doing with that?
Well, what actually happened was HPL was consuming a lot of power, especially for these Intel Westmere chips. So we first decided to try and scale back our processors. So we cut at least 8 processors from each machine. So that was 32 processors right there. And then we were only trying to run HPL with 100 processors.
Sure.
We weren't getting
cores.
We weren't getting very favorable results with that, and we were running right on the power budget.
And are you going to be able to beat the GPU guys anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's the thing.
We had already heard some of the murmurs of, early results of being over 1.4 teraflops.
Murmurs and chortling and outright grinning.
Yes, exactly. So
and you knew that the line was a teraflop from last year anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then around 2 in the morning we decided, okay.
Late night decision. I like this.
Yeah. It was something born out of necessity and sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
We decided to turn back on all the cores because we had already done some preliminary runs with some test data for each of the applications, just to see how much power they would pull.
Okay.
And it turns out they were pulling much less power than HPL.
Okay.
So, knowing that in the past HPL hasn't been highly judged on the judging criteria for overall competition.
It's no more than that. I mean, it's no more than the other science. The science applications are a little.
The scientific applications are weighted much more heavily.
Yes.
So we decided to re-enable all of the cores and just sandbag the HPL score in order to have every single bit of computing power we can have in order for our software applications.
Let me stop you here, because that's one of the rules, that when you're doing the HPCC run and HPL within that, what you run is what you're limited to running the rest of the competition.
Yes.
So if you had to turn off hardware to complete that or to be competitive there, you wouldn't have had that hardware to use on the scientific apps.
Yes,
so
exactly.
You basically, HPL took one for the team, and you posted a not strong result there in order to be able to have every single piece of hardware available to run the scientific apps. Where you should be, that's going to bring in a lot more of the goodness from the rest of it.
Yeah, it's overall the scientific applications are weighted much more heavily overall.
Well,
even on a single case basis, they're weighted much more heavily than HPL.
But they're also much more attuned to what you guys brought hardware with.
Exactly.
And it's going to be interesting. It's a hell of a gamble. And, I remember talking with some of the facilitators of this, and they're like, what the hell is going on with Purdue? We came out and asked, and I'm not sophisticated at all in this, but they're walking away going, smart.
We see what they're doing.
You got some respect. They smelled what you were cooking.
Yeah.
Well, good job, and we'll see how it pays off. We'll know in hours.
Yep.
Actually, you'll know tomorrow.
We'll know tomorrow.
I might know before then.
Yeah.
But I won't let you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, but good job. Congratulations. It's really cool to see you guys putting the thought in.
Yep.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, here with Team Boilermaker, getting towards the final hours before the end of the competition. How's everybody feeling?
Pretty good.
Getting enough sleep? No?
Just barely enough.
Anybody here overnight last night? Who was here?
I was.
You were?
Yeah.
Good? Yeah. Have a good time this year?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Happy with the hardware? Everything working out okay? Any surprises?
I mean, other than our Luster file system crashing and burning and having to redo our parallel file system at the last minute just before, submitting our HPCC benchmarks. That was our only real big snag.
Well, that's not such a big deal.
No. We only lost a day on that.
I don't know. Do file systems play much of a part in HPC?
Oh yeah,
they do. Yeah.
It's a huge part. File systems basically allow you to move data in and out of the hard drives, which is integral to actually saving the data and using the data across the clusters.
So you want to save the data then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it's nice to actually do something besides blow hot air out of it.
Other than just the worst kind of streaming system in the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you guys have really done a good job at expanding your the metrics and the reporting that you've done. When I first got here, I don't know if I captured on video, but it was 2 words and you could barely see them.
Yeah.
Nice. So somebody's had some time on their hands.
Yeah. Our visualization guy has been pretty busy with that and has produced some very favorable results for that. So
excellent. Well, good. I guess let you guys finish up, and we'll see what happens. But good deal. Thank you. Talk to you soon.